Good evening, everyone. My name is Elizabeth, the Education Coordinator for Marlene's Market in Delhi. Tonight's special guest that we have with us, and always an honor to work with and learn from, we have Julie Hawks, the Barleans Educator. And Barleans is an amazing local and family owned business located up north in Washington. And she's speaking on the topic of Omega Glow, the secret to healthy luminous skin. And she is going to have this fabulous presentation, Effortless Radiant Skin. So thank you so much, Julie, for being here with us this evening.
Oh, thank you. You always just give the greatest intros. I am so happy to be here. And really, there's so much that is going to be in the content today that I think that people just don't really realize. Even if you have used omegas before, there is so much that we can do for our skin. And, people and I'm not saying to stop buying those expensive creams because we know that people do, that's what they love to do. It's actually one of the top sales percentages is, health and beauty. And the beauty products, people are always looking for that next best skin cream. I mean, TikTok is like filled with it. Anything that they want to help, you know, cut back that what let's call it the fountain of youth. We've always, in my old age, that's what we always used to call it. We're always looking for that one thing that's going to help. And I really believe that we have answers here, and maybe some that you hadn't really thought about. So Barleans, we are a family-owned company for over 35 years, and we do oils. We are expert in oils, and I'm so excited to help you understand what oils can do and how these different products can help you with the goal of radiant skin. So today, just I always like to give you a gist of, okay, what am I going to learn about in this hour that we have together? It's our path to glowing skin agenda is going to be, I'm going to explain to those that don't really know our company a little bit about Barleans. I always like to start off explaining who we are, what we stand for, because I think that's really important. You can buy something from a company, but really who are you buying from, right? That's so important. And then we're going to be understanding that well-being and the holistic approach to skin health is so important. It says, yes, we have those creams, but if you don't have an understanding of what we need to do to take care of our skin and what goes into that, you can put any cream you want on in it. You're not going to get the results that you're after. We're going to look at some lifestyle tips that are really helpful, some nutrition insights, and then at the end, we're going to look at Barlean supplements that are really helpful in everything. You're going to be getting the training on all things and what that is helpful with, and then I'll be able to show you the actual product that can be useful with that. And at the very end, if there is any, we will have a Q&A, but if not, then I'll have you on your way and be thanking you for taking the time at whatever day, at whatever time you are watching this training, and looking forward to hearing your insight and anything that you learn today helps you glow up, because that is my goal, is to help you glow up, as the new term is in our new generations. It's that wonderful, wonderful glow up. And I really believe that you can get a real glow with using omega oils correctly and understanding them. So again, I'm going to tell you who we are. We have over 30 years of oil expertise. So at our core, we are a manufacturer of natural functional nutrition and a liquid fill company. We do oils, and our favorite thing to geek out on is omega-3. We really believe that omega-3 is essential to life. And if we need it or we die, we actually have to have omega-3. And about 90% of the population is very deficient in it. And for the purpose of today, we are learning about skin. You are not going to have healthy skin if you have an issue with skin. I can guarantee that you're going to be having some sort of deficiency in an essential fatty acid. If you're not deficient in it, you will see some wonderful results, even so, by understanding how to use different omega oils. We are the number one selling flax oil company in the world, and we have been doing that for over 35 years. That's how we started. And we are fabulously good at emulsification, which is a bioavailable way of creating oils that actually get into your bloodstream in the fastest way. So, fast oils into your bloodstream mean quick benefit, right? And that's what we're all after. We don't want to have to wait months and months and months to see some little crumb of a health improvement. We want to get it in there as fast as we can. And I always joke that our emulsification process is the nearest thing to intravenous. It is that wonderful, and just gets into our bodies, and people see and feel very good very quickly. And then we are also wonderful at creating omega oils that kids beg for. Really, can you imagine a kid that begs for fish oil or putting fish oil over your ice cream? We definitely have figured out that recipe. So we make bad tasting things uh, taste good. That's in a nutshell what we're good at. And we use an organoleptic testing. It's a form of testing that uses taste, smell, sight, and mouthfeel to determine if a product is good enough. And we go through a number of people, and we do it blindly. And so until we find a flavor and a taste that is exceptional amongst many, many people, it just doesn't end up in the spotlight. And we also adopt a Kaizen philosophy. Now I'm needing a little bit of help at the bottom. A Kaizen philosophy is to help us improve the way our entire company operates so that our manufacturing remains lean. What does that mean to you? It means that for those that are, really look at environmental issues, it's less waste, and it ensures our product is the freshest possible product that you can get. And so fresh is obviously going to be better benefit as well. So it's just a win-win all the way around. I also like to go over this because I think it's really important. Even if you have a good product, as a health coach, I always state to clients, like, how we do one thing is how we do everything. If we have a wonderful product, but we treat our employees horrible, or we try to be greedy and get a fast dollar for our retailers, really what that energy, what is the final product? Like, is it really that great? No, I would say no. So every decision that we make, we use these 6 gates that they have to go through. So balance. We believe that quality work comes from making time for faith, family, health, fun, and community. Every decision we make, we have to go, does it pass the balance gate? Innovation. So, Barleans, we embrace out of the box thinking to continuously improve our products. We are always looking at innovative, what our customers want and need. We look what you're really needing, and we meet you there. And we really try and strive to make something that's exceptional and unique, something that hasn't been done before. Growth. Our work environment encourages and supports the dreams and desires of everyone in the company, but not only that, we want growth of you, our partners. We want growth of our consumers. Like, if we're not growing, we're dying. And so, as a company, I really feel that that has been one way that has helped us stay afloat for so many years, and doing so well for over 35 years. Because usually we're a family-owned company, and a lot of the times family-owned companies are sold. We definitely have the same beautiful hearts that all the Barleans family has, and it's still there. It's in the day-to-day decision making every single day. Bruce Barlean, our head, is still into the day-to-day decision making every single day. We've got aunties at the front desk. We've got, Mom Barlean out mowing the lawn. Like, the Barleans is still here, and their hearts are amazing. They're just have a beautiful heart, and that's where the growth comes. And partnership for us, business isn't about making and selling stuff. We see it as a way to work in partnership with others to create benefits for all. Initiative. In everything we do, we keep our purpose top of mind, paving a pathway to a better life for everyone. We take the initiative. We don't wait for, if something, there's a problem, we don't wait for you to tell us there's a problem. We try to be there, right? We take initiative in all things. And character. In everything we do, we act with integrity, transparency, and humility. Yes, what are we doing when you're not looking? That's what we want you to know. We want you to know that we have integrity, that we are transparent. And that's really important. Like I said, six gates, all decisions have to go through those six initiatives. Who we are as a company, we have, if you want a blanket statement, we have a commitment to excellence. Excellence, and that's what I said, all across the board. So from our employees, our retailers, our farmers, every single source ingredient, every single consumer question, every single consumer caller, your voice goes right onto a spreadsheet. We look at it consistently, weekly, like excellence, not just in one thing, but everything. And I think that's our products speak for itself. You can see that essence that's went into that product, and it's not just the ingredients. I like to state this because this is really important to us. We are committed to satisfying and are surpassing the quality and food safety requirements of retailers, consumers, and relevant national and international legislation. This is why our quality systems, standards, and procedures are constantly reviewed to ensure that we extend beyond commonly accepted boundaries of excellence. Who we are, yes, we also love these labels. These are very important to us. It's widely known that companies can just put just about anything after they've got that final frontier of that label. We never know, is there really what it's stated? I always tell these stories when I do these. One is in a major department store. They pulled a product that said energy boost, and all that it was ground rice powder. I mean, what you going to do with ground rice powder, right? So it's really important that you have a company that you trust, because you can have a nice shiny label, but really what is in that product? Is it really what is in there? What is stating on that label? So we use non-GMO project verification, QAI for our organic certification. IFOS is a 5-star certification. It's the highest certification you can get for a fish oil. We are very inclusive, or kosher inclusive. For our CBD products, there is a hemp verification, and our GMP is SAI Global, and we do third-party test all of our products for purity, potency, and toxicity. So you are ensured that what you read on that label really is in that bottle. So if the science says that what your protocol is on, you can know that you are getting exactly what you are paying for. And then, our mission is pathway to a better life, right? A pathway to a better life for all. So yes, we have that wonderful product that you're going to use, and it's going to give you great benefit. But the reason the Barleans family does it is to help the planet. I'm telling you, that's what they've done it for all these years. It's to help every person on this planet, to enable people to live healthier, more vibrant lives by making exceptional nutritional products that are innovative. They are tasty. If you haven't tried a Barlean's product, you better try it, because they are delicious and easy to integrate into your daily life. Our vision and purpose is to offer development opportunities to empower long-term prosperity to both local and global communities, committed to helping nonprofits and supporting every person we interact with, from our consumers and employees to our suppliers and farmers. And then our community, of course, our dear community, such as, Marlene's, you're our community, you're Washington, you're our local community as well. We love helping people find that pathway to a better life. It's for customers. It means providing them with the highest quality products to better their health. For employees, as I stated before, it's making sure that they are supported and they're taken care of. And our farmers and our suppliers and our retailers, our dear retailers. It means fair pricing and agreements. And your purchasing is going to help give back to the planet. And these are just four of lists of different projects that we have. We are committed to supporting the health of every person on the planet, and we donate a significant portion of our corporate profits to help create prosperity for people all over the world. So when you choose to invest in your health with Barleans, you're also investing in organizations that support those most in need. Okay, so as I stated before, we're going to go over the different pillars of skincare. So I'm not talking skincare where you're going to put on a product and then have to go buy a bunch of and I love makeup. I do use makeup, but we also want you having glowing skin that is just you wake up in the morning, can put some lip gloss on, and you're actually okay. You can't get that from a cream. That comes from the inside. You can actually look at a person's skin and know like there's some different things that you can see. So if someone has uh, a very compromised immune system, maybe they're dealing with some a heavy disease in the body, you can see a grayish tinge to the skin. If someone is dealing with liver issues, you're gonna, I think a lot of people know that you will see a yellowish tinge. So keeping our body balanced and making sure that we have the nutrients that our body needs is super, super important. And that goes to show a lot. But also in that holistic approach, I know for those that have heard my class before, I always talk about where we are riding that tricycle, body, mind, and spirit. We have to have that to be able to drive that tricycle. We have to make sure all those pillars, all three pillars, are completely balanced. And so, well-being in this portion is going to be what are you doing mentally and emotionally for that? Because you're going to see stress in the skin. Stress causes, less blood flow. And then you have daily inflammation, and consistent daily inflammation will cause all types of skin issues, but also fine lines and wrinkles. That's what they come from. It's just daily inflammation, consistent daily inflammation. Hormonal imbalances. If you have hormonal imbalances, I'm sure some of you have had that. It's like, I mean, I remember when I was a teenager, you would know when it was that time of the month because it would show in my skin. So, keeping our hormones in a nice balance uh, is very, very helpful. And we have some great products that can help you with that. Nutrition, so not just running to all the McDonald's and the Popeyes and making sure that we have something quickly for dinner. We need to make sure that we're doing nutrition. It's self-care, it's self-love. Your skin will show what we put into it. It will show, and that glow will start to show through by just taking steps that your body actually needs. You will see the efforts. Just like when we go and we work out and we see that muscle starting to tone, you will start to see a beautiful glow within your skin when you start to take care of yourself on the inside. And then self-care practices. And I always say that mindfulness and any spirituality that is to you, if it's walking out into nature, um, if it's going to church, if it's in a mosque, if it's whatever you do for your spiritual health, it is really important to make sure that you are taking care and giving self care to yourself to be able to have this goal of radiant skin. And then cultivating calm. Okay, so we definitely want to cultivate calm, and lifestyle tips will help with that. You have to do things. We're not conditioned to be naturally calm. We have the fight or flight. That's just come from our ancestors. We're from where the very beginning, we have fight or flight. So our natural, body being is going to be always looking. So we need to do things to help calm. And these are just some ideas. I'm sure if I was sitting having tea with you, which I would have loved, you would be telling me some things that you do. But guided meditation, there's so many apps now. We're so lucky. I wish that when I was young that there was as many different ideas that I could have been taking from just being on that little phone. So many different types of guided meditation. They're all free. You don't even have to pay anything. And then gentle exercise. Yes, we knew there is a time and place for, that heavy duty exercise, but just like yoga or just movement or somatic movement, somatic stretches, releases the emotions that are in our body, and it really helps with calming. Time and nature, proven. This is not all of these things, just so you know, this is not guru here talking. This is actual science. Everything that is here, there are studies to back these. And please know that time and nature, if you haven't had time to get out there this summer, please go out, because you will come back and you will start to feel really good. And that what you'll have, your whole body will feel that calmness, and it will show in your skin. Your hobbies, doing what you love. If you don't do what you love, you are not going to be happy. Happiness comes from doing what you love. Happiness is an inner glow, if you want to say, and that inner glow is going to come in the outer glow. So whether that be, collecting things, painting, doing any type of art, um, gardening. I love gardening, doing flowers, just hanging out with your kids, your family, cherishing those moments. You're doing what you love, and that happiness will show through. And of course, adequate sleep. We always hear that, but this is proven. If you don't get enough sleep, it is going to show in every little part of your body. You're going to feel it. You're going to also show it in your skin. If you haven't had enough sleep, I'm sure that you've seen it. When you've had an all-nighter, couldn't sleep, and you look in that mirror, you really can tell. You can definitely tell what um, has been up, and it definitely hasn't been enough sleep. Nourish to flourish. And we did talk about nutrition. So I just wanted to stop and take a reminder of what that means, because we hear it all the time. And we know that we should do these things. And we're always told, don't do this and don't eat out at that. So, what do we do to make sure that our bodies are getting enough nutrition? And I always like to make it easy, like easy. Even if you do one of these things and you add that, you are going to see a difference in your body and your health and the way you feel. Eat more plants. That's all, just eat more plants. Buy more plants when you go to the store. Your tongue will get accustomed to it. Our brains like what's familiar. So if you're used to eating McDonald's and you're used to eating things that are in the microwave, your tongue only thinks that that's comfort food, because your brain, it's proven, it likes what's familiar. You can change that. It'll give you a month. Just give it a month. Choose even one fruit. Choose one vegetable or a couple of different things, items that are different and colorful, and bring them into your home and use them as much as you can. Your tongue will get accustomed to it, and your brain will be like, what happened? This is like part of my staple. This is part of my life. And you're going to get the fruits of that labor, because your skin is going to start to glow. The more healthier you are, the more glow that we have in our body, and the better we feel. The better we feel when we're healthy and we're feeling great, that does show in our skin. So yeah, just make it easy. Reduce caffeine and reduce alcohol. So yeah, we know we got to do that. So let's think of some easy peasy things that we can do. There's different types of coffee. I'm sure Marlene's has some amazing, things that you can use. There's like Gayaki. I hope I'm saying that right. I've actually had that Gayaki before. It's delicious, and it does the same thing, and it's a lot easier on your system. And I mean, I love it. There's also different types of mushroom coffees that you can use, and they're going to nourish they're adaptogens. They're going to nourish your body. They taste delicious. Some of them even taste very similar to coffee. You can use it the same, and of course, teas and just different. There's so much out there. Like I go into stores like Marlene's, and I'm like, wow, there's tons. Like I think even like hundreds of different things that you can choose that are different drinks and different like herbal bases that you can try that would be much easier on your system because caffeine is not great, especially for your skin. Organic coffee is okay if you want to do an organic coffee and your body is okay with that, but it's just all the creams and the sugars and everything that we put into the coffee is really what we want to reduce. And then alcohol, there are some great options for alcohol. Doesn't mean you have to go completely off of it, but if you want to even sub out once in a while when you're at a party, maybe bring a drink and then one that's a non-alcoholic. Nowadays, we have some amazing non-alcoholic drinks. They even have an IPA that tastes like you would never even know that you weren't having the IPA. It's delicious. And some even has sometimes an herbal base that's in there that even makes it taste better. So those things will have those botanicals that are in a lot of those drinks are going to nurture your body and you're going to feel it and you're going to feel healthier. And then definitely stay hydrated. I always say, drink what your body you feel. A lot of the times, not with everybody, but it's like half your ounce, half your body weight in ounces is a kind of a gauge they say. But like I said, due to what your comfort level is, sometimes people don't need it as much as that, but really uptaking your water is going to just give oxygen to the body and you're going to see a big improvement in the way that you feel. And remember, the way that we feel, our skin is going to show that. And then anti-inflammatory foods. We don't have enough time to be going all into that, but if you go online, there are a lot of foods that actually help with a healthy inflammatory response. They will be life-giving instead of inflaming your body. So I always say inflammation equals pain. So if you're taking something, because I don't think people think about that. Like when you're achy, like what did I have? What have I had in this day today that could have caused that? Because too much omega-6 can cause us to have inflammation, daily inflammation. So omega-6 is in even healthier things. If we have too much nuts and seeds or too much soy oils or any type of, even too much meat. It's not to say, I mean, if you're a carnivore, doesn't matter. It's just even for a short time, lowering that amount, bumping up your omega-3 and lowering that omega-6, because there's a ratio that back in hunter-gatherer days was perfect for us. It was a 1-to-1. So essential fatty acids, omega-3 and 6, we need it or we die. We actually have to have those omegas to live. And the perfect ratio is a 1-to-1. And do you know what the actual average ratio is nowadays? It's a 24-to-1. 24 omega-6 to 1 omega-3. And in that amount, disease festers. Yeah. So whatever you are if you're dealing with an issue, you're most likely in that inflammatory response stage. And so, just cutting back, uh, these are supportive. Always a disclaimer, not saying nothing of curing anything. We want to support the body and supporting our body with lowering those omega-6 foods, even for a while, and upping up our omega-3 foods. Omega-3 foods, there's not a lot of them. And in those foods, there's not a lot of omega-3 in them. So there's going to be your fish, they're going to be your soy, or not soy, they're going to be your flax seeds and your chia seeds and walnuts even have and avocado. These have some omega-3, but they don't have a lot. I mean, you'd have to eat a lot. That's why, unfortunately, we as a society are so deficient. And bumping that up, you will see amazing results in your all over body health. You will feel supported. Like you're getting enough. Once you get at that enough, I would say it's like the tree trunk. So if you imagine your tree trunk, make sure you have enough omega-3. And then after about 6 weeks to a couple months of being on an omega-3, making sure you have it every day, then see how you feel and go from there. You can add in some other either natural products or talk to your doctor to say, I've been taking my omega-3 and this is still happening. And omega-3 is very, very important. And a lot of the times just jumping in and adding that to your diet, you will see some big results. And as we say, this whole training is on glowing skin and omega glow. It really is truly a thing. When you take your omegas, it will show as a glow in your skin. Okay, so here we are with that little number right there. It says Essential Woman. It's one of my favorite products that I love using that. You can actually, as you can see, she is pouring it over her ice cream, planting the seeds of wellness. I promised you that we were going to talk about fun ways of adding some nutrition into your day that will see big time results in your health and therefore your skin. Those key products are going to be flax. So flax oil is an omega-3, and flax, it is an ALA source of omega-3. And when we take that in, some of it will be converted into EPA and DHA. And DHA is wonderful for our nervous system, so mood and memory, brain memory. And that helps with, we want to make sure that we are in that calm state. We not need to have enough DHA. And that is very, very helpful. And then we want to make sure that EPA is kind of definitely for a healthy inflammatory response. Remember, I said that unhealthy inflammatory response can wreak havoc on all over body responses. And if you are inflamed, you're definitely going to see it in your skin. Your skin will show you that you are actually inflamed. And then we have our Essential Woman. Essential Woman is a beautiful product, and I'm going to show you kind of what is in that and how that works a little later on down in these slides. But for this one, actually tastes like dessert. It's a sugar-free product. It has a flax and it has something called SDG. It's actually in a liquid. I don't know if you've ever heard of our Prevail product, but this is the same SDG, but in a liquid extract. And it helps to balance, it's phytoestrogen that helps to balance hormones. So it can help to neutralize xenoestrogen, so estrogen mimickers that like to jump into our bodies and pretend that they're estrogen. These are able to, enter the body and be able to get rid of that. And when you start to balance nicely that hormonal system, you feel better, your mood is better, and we know that those balanced hormones will definitely show in the skin. Because a severely out of balance hormonal system definitely can have cause for many different things happening in the skin. Breaking out, I know that can happen to myself when I was younger. I must be the Barleans products that I use all the time because I don't really break out anymore. And then, like I said, for those that want a soft gel, we have something called Prevail, and it is that SDG in a soft gel. It's a vegan soft gel, and that helps to balance hormones as well. Really, if it's not a Barleans product, really thinking about what am I doing in my life to make sure that my hormones are balanced. If you're not wanting to take a natural product or you're having deep issues, definitely talking to a healthcare provider and letting them know your concerns. Because, as much as we want to take all these healthy things, if our hormones are completely off balance, you are definitely going to have issues in mood, and you're definitely going to have issues in all over body functions, and that will show in the skin. So, really being vigilant with your health, making sure that if you have gone to the doctor and everything's fine, then using these support nutritional items are very, very beneficial. And if you're not getting results, then making sure that you do talk with a healthcare provider, because that's all a part of self care as well. Making sure that we have a great team, uh, that is helping us along our way. And fish oil, of course. And fish oil is the EPA and DHA already converted. So the fish eat algae and they convert the algae in our bodies. I mean, in their bodies, they convert that into EPA and DHA. So when we take it, we have that pure EPA DHA. And that is wonderful for all over body wellness. And when we have all over body wellness, Our skin definitely sees that. Okay, so these are something that I really want to talk to you about because, you know, it doesn't help you at all. And that's what I really care about. I care about you. I wish I could just, whoever's watching this, I wish I could just be sitting with you and telling you about these things because I really do care. And I know that people that are watching this and take the time to watch it, they're a lot of you are hurting. You want change. Like you're not happy with what you're feeling like. And you'll watch something, you get all this empowerment. The next day, the hustle bustle, and you end up losing everything that you just watched. And nothing happens. No change happens. It's been 1 year, 2 year. Nothing changes. You have to sit down and make a decision. Make a decision before you get off of this training today that you're going to create ritual in your life. And that doesn't mean woo woo weird stuff. This means a ritual that, I mean, unless you're into that, but this means something that you're going to make a decision for yourself and start small. Start with one thing. Is it going to be a green drink? Is it going to be, I'm going to actually download an app. I'm going to download an app that has yoga that I can do for 5 minutes. Because you can actually do that on YouTube. There are 5 minutes. There are 3 minute things you can do. You know what? 3 minutes turns into 5 minutes, and then your body gets used to 5 minutes, and then it turns into 10 minutes. I'm telling you that baby step will see you different because it will skyrocket. It'll be consistently addictive and you'll move into more and more things. And the more that you do those habits, the more that it'll just become, remember, our brain likes what's familiar. It becomes familiar and then it becomes a part of you. It wasn't a thought anymore. It becomes part of you. And so get a green drink. Green drinks are adding fuel and energy to your body. Get an omega-3. Make sure that you have an omega-3. Even if it's just every day for 1 month, this is going to be my baby step, my ritual. I'm going to wake up in the morning, open the fridge because self-care is about even opening the fridge for some people is too much in the morning. So open that fridge, take a tablespoon or whatever omega that you have or decide to use, and give yourself 1 month of trying omega-3 or 1 month of a green drink, 1 month of sitting, 1 month of just going for a walk in the morning, taking breaths. There's so many different rituals, even just you time. Moms, forget to have you time. You will have I don't, I love this little metaphor. It always has helped me. If you imagine like those Kool-Aid, they're like the see-through Kool-Aid um, pitchers, okay? And you fill that up with red Kool-Aid, just as it signifies your love that you have to give. And then you put little cups around and put like your boyfriend, your husband, your wife, your child. You put little names on those cups. Every day that you do something, even if it's like making a lunch for your child, you pour into that cup. And at some point, you're going to be empty. And then you're going to be pouring from an empty cup and you wonder why you're bitter and you wonder why you kind of snapping at people that you love. It's because you got to fill that back up again. And doing these little rituals, it does that every day. You don't even have to think about it because you're constantly filling that cup up without even having to make like a plan to do it. It's consistent rituals in your life will make sure that you not only feel better, but you have something to give your loved ones and the world around you. Yes, yes, I take this lightly. I want you to know that I am not, I will not sit here and guarantee anything. But wrinkle quenching uh, is definitely something that we have heard. There's science to that. And I am telling you, for years, I have talked to elderly and they swear, they will call and they swear that they look, I get scared to say it on these things, but they look years and years younger. They say that everybody, I look 20 years younger. Everybody can't even believe how I look, and I owe it all to your flax oil. Flax oil is an ALA and it has ingredients in it that are good for hair, skin, and nails. So even if your body doesn't convert it into EPA and DHA, that ALA is phenomenal for hair, skin, and nails. So you want to have that healthiness. Just know that just basic flax oil will give you that. We know that there's different layers of the skin. So if you still have your favorite cream that you want to put on your skin, it's not getting down to those deeper layers, those couple layers of skin. So we need to go from the inside and the outside. So when you take flax oil or different omega oils, that actually is feeding from the inside and making sure that that skin is healthy and glowing from the inside. It all actually, you know what? I don't want to forget too. Flax will help um, our bodies create more collagen. And when we create more collagen in our body, we have less inflammatory response, that inflammation, which then it's just, that helps with, the aging of the skin, the look of the aging of the skin. We also can you believe that if we have enough of the omegas in our body, we can create enough like hyaluronic acid. We can actually create that in our body and make sure that that's phenomenal. Like just making sure that we have nutrition. And people forget this. If you're running and grabbing that bagel in the morning, yes, we know it's so fast, but it's not self-care. That is not self-care. We can take a Sunday and literally just take a few hours every Sunday, just even 1 to 2 hours. Set your week up right, and you are going to see such a difference in your life, the way you feel, and your goal. If you're watching this, your goal is glowing skin. You're going to see a difference in your skin. Before we go on, I wanted to tell you about a fabulous product. I was going to do this on here and show you, but I was like, I don't think I have enough time. So I didn't, it sometimes can get messy. Just sitting here trying to, so you'll have to imagine, but you can I've actually used baby jars, like, the baby food jars. I have used different beautiful jars. I get a little burlap thing just in the dollar store. You get the little burlap twist, the ties, and it looks beautiful. You want to make amazing birthday gifts. Christmas is coming. This is so cheap. I'm telling you, it's pathetically cheap. And I know you're going to call me. If you are watching this, call Barleans, ask for Julie, tell me, oh my gosh, my skin feels like a baby's bum, because it's it's next level, and I'm not even exaggerating. And it's 3 ingredients, super easy. People will go, what? And you can even do like a more of a body one. I wouldn't do essential oils. Well, I guess you could if you're okay with that. Sometimes your skin essential oil is going to be a little bit too much, but you can do this like a bigger one for a body scrub as well. And then you could put your favorite essential oil or your loved one's favorite essential oil. But this is just going to be for the face. You use 1.5 tablespoons of Barlean's Fortiflax. And the Fortiflax is a ground, it's kind of a chunkier, we do a slicing of the seed so that it keeps those antioxidants intact. And then we are going to ask for 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. You can use any sugar that you want. If you just want the granulated, any type of sugar will do. Um, you're thinking like sugar scrub, right? So we want to make sure that it's a scrub. And 3 tablespoons of coconut oil. And we want to make sure that it's liquidy, but we don't want to heat it too much, because I've made this a number of times. The first time I ever made it, you know how trial and error, I made it and it melted the sugar. So it does not help when you have no sugar. So make sure that I mean, now where we are, I'm not sure when you'll be watching this, but right now it's pretty hot. And so all of my coconut oil is liquid, because it will go a liquid when it's above room temperature, and below that will become a solid. So even if you need to heat it up, just let it cool down so that it doesn't melt the sugar. So you're going to combine all those ingredients in a small jar. Like I said, you can get a beautiful, cute little jar and make just the most amazing gifts for your friends, and gift for self-care for you. So after washing your face, you're going to gently massage the flaxseed facial scrub into the entire face and neck. You rub in circular motions. So you're going to rub in little circles and kind of going upward. And you don't have to rub really hard. You don't want to like put 3 layers of skin off. You just want to nice and gently Do that. You're going to do that for about a minute or two, and then you're going to go sit for like 10 minutes and let that sit into your skin. And I am telling you, I promise, you rinse that off with cool water, your skin will feel different. And you literally, it's so cheap. It's not like hundreds of dollars skincare that you have to buy and fresh, right? Even if you didn't want to do the jar thing, you could just do this and use it as needed. And the reason I wanted to show you on here is because I wanted to show you that it literally takes like a minute to make. You go boom, 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 it's done. And it's fresh, and you're doing the most wonderful. It's like a spa day for yourself. And you're taking that time for yourself in the most natural way. And when you do it yourself, you feel good, and you also know what's in that product. You're making it yourself, so you know there's nothing hidden in there. So flax will help with moisture. It actually does studies upon study help with moisture, and you will see a difference. So you can do it externally. So even if you didn't want to do the scrub, you could use the oil, and you can use it as a like a serum at night. So you put the actual oil onto your skin, and you gently rub it into your skin, and you will see a huge difference in your skin. It's glowing, it's beautiful. You can also put it in your hair. And I've always known this, but I'm telling you, I laughed because we have in our big manufacturing here, one of the girls, something blew up. Was it like not blew up? It was like a cap came off of something, and the flax oil had poured out of one of the bottles or something like that onto the poor girl's head. And so she went home, but she wanted to come. She came so excited to tell me. She didn't realize she came and she had the softest hair that she had ever had. And it was all by accident. And so it is definitely known for hair. You can use it either as a treatment at night. Make sure that you put a towel on on your pillow so it doesn't stain anything. And then you just rinse it well in the morning, and it's very, very good as a serum for your hair. And proven, it does help with pores. And pores, the deeper your pores that you have, the quicker you're going to get aging. It really does. It depletes, it's kind of like starves your skin. Those pores, it just kind of starts to starve your skin, and you will age quicker by having that. And so using flax oil on the skin internally as well, you're going to really help with those issues that we just want to stay away from in a nice natural way. And then skin pH, that's really important. The pH of our skin, if you want to have, depends on what type of skin type you have, we still need to have perfect pH. And do you know that flax oil helps with the pH of your skin? So if you take it internally and externally, it will help with a balanced pH of your skin. So you take a few drops of the flax oil. This is actually well known. There is something to they call it skin oiling, skin washing instead of soap. But a lot of people will use oil, and it really does work. I'm telling you, you got to try these tips. They work really, really well, and you'll see amazing results. So you take a few drops of flax oil on your palm, and you rub it for a few minutes to warm it. Just warm it up, and then you massage your face with your palm for a few minutes, and you can wash off. Like, so some people want to keep it on, you want to use it as a serum at night, but some people don't want to do that. Maybe they want to do it in the morning, and they just are able to massage their skin, and then you can wash it like you would a soap. And it gives amazing results. So if there's something for everyone here. And then skin balance. If we don't have skin balance, we are going to have that unhealthy inflammatory response. And flax seeds, they help to soothe skin irritation. Balanced skin is going to help with any redness, any itchy skin. When you have a nice balanced skin, you're going to be able to help any type of that inflammatory response that causes those itchy, kind of reddy, really angry skin. I want to say it. Now, this is not to say that if you have a skin condition, I am not saying, believe me, I love dermatologists. I am all for our doctors that, are experts in those for people that have issues and they're needing that. We are not saying, like, if you have an issue, make sure that you check with your doctor first. But this is a support system for people, and have had really, really wonderful testimonials from our customers. And again, as I mentioned before, healthy hair, because that is all, our nails and our skin and our hair. Flax oil can help with restoring brittle, damaged hair. And that's exactly how I said, internally. We need to take it internally. We want to make sure that it's the moisture, right, of our body. And then externally as well, because it gives a nice, beautiful glow. It's like a serum. It can help prevent split ends. Um, the premature graying is more not from externally. It's not like you're going to put that on and not, but taking it internally, we need to make sure that we have our omega-3s. And that really does help. When we are malnourished is when we start to really see the gray. And if you take flax seeds, it has B vitamins as well, and it has a lot of nutritional value. And that's going to help with that as well. And then reduce hair thinning and produce hair growth. That is because we're not malnourished. We need nutrition. Taking that flax seed, and also taking the omega-3s and making sure that we have omega-3s, it's going to help you with your hair, skin, and nails. And I don't like to make, like, there's no medical claims on this at all, but if you obviously have an oil and you're putting it and sitting it as a serum on your scalp, it is going to be a support for any type of inflamed scalp, anything in the hair or scalp. And because it's an oil, it promotes shiny, happy hair internally and externally. Really, give it a try. I think you're gonna love it. You're gonna be like, why didn't I do this sooner? Because it's such an easy one ingredient. Most people do not have any type of allergy to flax, and it works really, really well. So here's another wonderful smoothie. And if you're going to do, like we said, we're going to, even if you went away from this class with one self-care choice, it could be just to do a smoothie. The summers hasn't ended yet. Do a nice, beautiful smoothie in the morning. And this one is definitely got ingredients for skin. So it's the Get Your Glow On smoothie. And it's got, if you've got your phone right now, you can take a picture of that recipe. And once you've got the ingredients in the house, it just takes one grocery shop. Like, I always think, oh, I want to do these things, but it just takes, okay, I'm going to go to the grocery store right now. I'm going to get these ingredients, and all of these things will last. I mean, your flaxseed oil and the flax, you only have to buy that, once a month, once every couple months. And then you can also get frozen. So if you don't want to do, a bunch of fresh stuff, you can just have frozen, and you can sub out different fruits in these. But I find that frozen is a lot easier if you're worried about fruit. But if you get the fruit in the house and you're eating it and you don't eat it all, then you just can put it in the freezer. Or you can just, like bananas that are mushy gushy. They're the best for your putting it in the smoothie. And yeah, so just put that all in there and put it on high for 3 minutes, because it really makes it very smooth, and it is absolutely delicious. You will love this, and you will see a difference. It will give you that, a real glow. Okay, so here we are. We're going to be moving on to our products, our Barleans products, and I'm really excited about this. As you can tell, not only am I actually have not only a health coach that uses and promotes, but I love Barleans products, and I'm a definite fan, and I've been a fan for over 30 years. So um, please know these products are worth every time that it takes to go get it, a bit of money. They work. So our fat flax, as I said, we have won awards for over 35 years. We have special processes that people have tried to get the recipe and how we do it for all these years. The way that we are able to press these seeds, It pulls the most amount of nutrition and the best amount of taste. It's clean, renewable, sustainable crop. It's vegan, raw, kosher, and non-GMO, gluten-free, and cold expeller pressed. That is like what's really important is that you do not add, just checking the time here, making sure that I'm on task. We want to make sure that that no heat is added to that oil, because when people are pressing oil and there's any heat, you're going to kill all the nutritional value. We never use solvents or chemicals. And that, we've won awards, and we get the most beautiful testimonials. People will say, I've tried this company and that one. I never get any results that I haven't, uh, they're just not the same. So I hope you give it a try. And anything that I talk about moving forward in our Seriously Delicious line, which is, a fan favorite of people do really, really well with, it's going to always be in this flax oil that we use. So here's the two types of flax oil that we have. We have the clear flax oil and we have the lignin flax oil. And I always like to give the visual of what we do when we press these. So if you imagine big old barrels, those old fashioned barrels, we press that seed, and when we press that seed, there's a naturally occurring lignin particulate. It's a fiber pulp of the flaxseed, and it falls into the batch, and it's heavy, and so it sinks to the bottom of the barrel. And we scoop that out, and that becomes our blue label lignin flax oil. And then the part that rises to the top, we do a light filtration, and that becomes our fresh flax oil, the red label. So who would choose what? For the purpose, what we were talking about, putting a serum on your face, putting it in your hair, you don't really want chunky bits. I wouldn't advise, I mean, if you want to and you don't mind that, and that's all you have at home, you could use that. But you definitely, like, putting lignin on the face is not optimal. And so I would use that for that. If you're wanting, maybe your doctor said to stay away from a phytoestrogen, it's a natural phytoestrogens would only be found in the lignin. Maybe you're going to make a salad dressing and you don't like chunky bits in your salad dressing. Maybe you're doing something called the Budwig protocol. A lot of people do this Budwig protocol, and that one would be the red label flax oil for that. Someone that's looking for omega-3, but they want the benefits of the insoluble and soluble fiber, you would choose the lignin flax oil. And we would also choose this if we're wanting something called SDG. Remember, I was saying that flax seeds are able to balance hormones? That is because of that ingredient. It is a known phytoestrogen. It helps to balance. So if it's too much, it gives you. If it's not enough, then if it's not enough, it gives you. If it got too much, it takes it away. So for men that are worried, we always say, listen to your doctor. If your doctor's saying stay away from phytoestrogens, always listen to your doctor. Barlean's stance is we have studies, and I would love if you do have a study that shows different. We have seen the studies. We really feel that flax lignins and phytoestrogens are great for men and women, and can actually help. If you have too much of something or not enough, it actually will help to balance that out. And it's wonderful, wonderful for all over body health and for skin. So this is really, if we didn't sell you on our flax oil that we've done, and that's where we started, absorption is, we are experts. We're experts at absorption. So if you imagine going to your gas station and you put in a full tank of gas, which is so expensive nowadays, and you put in a full tank of gas, you pay all that money, and then you drive away and your meter says a quarter tank, you would be ticked. You would not be happy. You'd spend all that money and you're only getting a quarter tank. Well, that's what happens with oils. Oils, we spend all this money, we take it inside, no matter what the brand, no matter how shiny that beautiful label is, we take it inside, and you know what? There's a few things that go against us for getting oils into our body. One is that we're mostly water, and we learned in science class, oil and water don't mix. So we definitely do, we're doomed with that part. But also our livers. A lot of people have compromised livers. They don't create enough enzymes. Many people are on just taking so many different things into the liver, and so it just doesn't break down the oil correctly. And if you don't have a properly functioning gallbladder, you're even having more issues. So we have a proprietary formula that helps with all of that. So this kind of shows you really clearly the standard oil molecule. You see that big oil is trying to go through and it kind of bounces off, right? There's no way. Well, in our Seriously Delicious line of products, it makes that oil globule, which is very hydrophobic, makes it hydrophilic. And so it's able in those micro droplets to pass through that membrane and get right into the system through the tissue, right through into the small intestines, bypassing that liver gallbladder right into the small intestines and into the bloodstream. As I said before, it's the nearest thing to intravenous. It gets right into your body. And that's what we want. We want quick results. The quicker the results, the better and quicker the benefits, right? And so here is our beautiful, Seriously Delicious Omega line. And we have different types of fish oil. So the fish oil, remember that EPA DHA is so important. We need that to actually have any chance of health. And that health, we're wanting that beautiful glowing skin, which is the goal of this class. We need to make sure if you're not having omega-3, I'm telling you, you will see a huge difference in your body, in the way that you feel and your skin, just by doing that one choice. And we do have a total omega, which is an orange cream. That's a total omega. So it has the flax and the fish in it. It has some borage, which is also good for skin, but it does have flax and fish if you're wanting the best of both worlds. So we have our the vegan formula, which is a total omega, and that algae in there, the omega-3 is used from algae instead of fish. And then we have, if you're just wanting that flax oil in a very bioavailable way and you're not really into the oil, you can take it in a Seriously Delicious. These all taste like dessert. They are a smoothie texture. Yes, they're like dessert. They're basically, I liken it to defrosted ice cream. It's so delicious, and they are phenomenal. So we have a 1,500 milligram and a 1080 milligram in our fish oils. And yes, it's a delicious way. The kids love it. Like I said, we know people tell us all the time, kids beg, bless you, Elizabeth. We definitely have kids that we've caught them like tasting it. It's the funnest thing, especially when we tell them after it was fish oil and they just cannot believe it. And then we have a line of products. So remember, keeping that in mind, your number one, if you're going to do anything out of this, is please make sure you have enough omega-3. If it's not Barleans, omega-3 in period. Just make sure that you're getting your omega-3. And then we want to make sure that our hormones are balanced. And that's men and women. If we don't have healthy hormones, balanced hormones, we are not going to have a happy mood and we're not going to have happy skin. The omega-3 fatty acids in flax oil, which are in the Essential Women. So Essential Women here, we do have it in a liquid, which is just an oil base, and we have it in a soft gel. And then we also have it in the Seriously Delicious. It's a chocolate mint. That I don't know if you remember that slide before where the girl was pouring that over her ice cream. That is the portion that we have, and that's a little bit different. So this one here, the Essential Women Nurture, which is in the liquid and the soft gels, it has flaxseed oil. It has the it does not have SDG. Sorry, it has flaxseed oil, and it has evening primrose oil, which is a GLA. Tons of studies that show supportive and balance of skin health, and a radiance that just is second to none. It really does wonderful things. And then the chocolate mint is a little bit different. It does have both of those, but it has that SDG coming from the flaxseed. And here's the Prevail. And I want to make you laugh because if you wondered why Julie is saying SDG, if you can see that word there, I always try and I actually can say it when I really try, but I don't feel like trying. It's a long word and it's the weirdest word that I've ever seen. I think it's a funny word. It's like awesome, but that's why I always say SDG. But SDG from flax lignans is the main component in Brevail, and Brevail is a phytoestrogen that can affect skin health due to its influence on hormonal balance. Remember, we were talking about this for people that really are that person that need to have it sitting on their desk or in their gym bag or in their purse. This is a soft gel that's really easy to use. Um, Research does show that phytoestrogens really do help with skin elasticity and hydration, particularly in postmenopausal women, but for anyone, this is definitely very, very helpful. And let me see there. That's just it went away on me. Uh, let's get back. I wanted to show you another delicious shake that is wonderful. And that is it's a chocolate shake, and it there we are. You can take a picture there, and then I'm going to be done and have you out of here. That is a health shake it's chocolate peanut butter greens. It tastes like a Reese's peanut butter cup, and it will have you glowing. So anyway, this has been wonderfully fun. I hope that you give even one of these things a try, and that you uh, will most of all care for yourself. Do something for yourself. I don't want this just to be another, maybe it's late at night and you fell upon this and you're seeing it and really hurting because your skin, maybe you're having an issue and you're just not feeling good about yourself. Really, it's just please do a ritual. Use that ritual. Do one thing. Commit to yourself. Care about yourself. And please, if you do anything and you start doing well, give me a call. We love to hear from our customers. We Anyone in our customer service loves to hear your stories. So please, we are all about partnership. Remember, I told you our core values. We are partnership with you, and we want to see great things happen in your health, and that's holistically, body, mind, and spirit. So thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this presentation.
Thank you so much, Julie. You always do a wonderful job.
Oh, thank you so much. It's always an honor to be here. I love it.
Well, we were all learning together to glow up together. And,
Yes.
and with Barleans, y'all have that covered with those amazing omegas and all those products that, are science backed, high quality, and sustainable with the world in mind.
Yes, for sure. And I'm not sure, for Roberta, if you had any questions or anything, but I wanted to make sure that there was anything. And if I didn't notice if there was a chat or anything, I think we're all good.
I think we are. Let's wait a moment. There we go. Okay, I don't think she has any questions.
Okay, perfect.
Well, thank you so much again, Julie. You're the best.
Oh, you are. And thank you so much. I always have so much fun hanging out with you, Elizabeth, and your amazing viewers. So thanks so much. I hope that you all remember to care for yourself and body, mind, spirit, that tricycle. I always just drill that home. Make sure that you're doing things for yourself.
Self care is glow up care.
Oh, for sure. Yes, definitely. Take care and thank you so much.